G'day, I'm Blxz and welcome back to Geneforge 5. And let's head into the Bone Peak ruins now. Continuing on from where we left off. Let's see what we can find out here. Actually, what are we doing out here? We're going to Geneforge, that much I know. The bugs have been done. Obviously haven't figured out how to get rid of that mission. The traitor is outside Geneforge, so there'll be someone, the traitor Toroth will be somewhere out here. I can kill him. Platino is Nadera reaches, so... Oh yeah, and the amulet recovery, of course, there was a scout. So I'm looking for a missing scout. Ignore the scout though, just take the amulet off them. So, let's see. Ooh, okay. You are far up into the mountains now, and the air is cold and thin. The ruts left by passing wagons are fainter here. Fewer merchants come up this far, and fewer will come now the road has been seeded with several minefields. Across the river to the southeast, you can see the ruins of a small village. Most of the buildings have been shattered by magical blasts and huge claws. It's not unsettled though. Someone has claimed the settlement. You can see people, at least some of them serviles, patrolling the ruin. Looks like we have ourselves some dirty rebels out here. Wish they'd stop attacking me. Maybe I'd even consider joining them. As you cross this narrow bridge, you can see the ruins ahead have been settled by brigands. Many of them are serviles, but you can see humans too. They must be here with the blessing of the Dracons. They easily spot you as you begin to cross the bridge. Guards shout an alarm, and all the thugs grab the weapon that is closest to hand. You also hear one of them shout, "Call out Footracer, quick!" Okay. Is Footracer a quick person? Yeah, it's a servile. A lone servile approaches you. She must be the leader of the brigands. All the others clearly defer to her. She's a small creature, almost frail, but she has a loaded baton, and she moves with a grace and fearlessness that makes her stand out effortlessly. There is something odd about her. When she gets close, she points her baton at you and begins to speak. She is definitely from the educated class of serviles. "I am Footracer. These are our lands, granted to us by the Dracons. You are an intruder, and we do not welcome you. We will give you a count of 5. If you have not left by then, we will slay you." Okay, I'm looking for a lost shaper scout. Have you seen her? She looks nervous. We have not seen this lost scout. She's lying, you're sure of it. I want to know more about you. The other brigands snort, but Footracer seems intrigued. She watches you closely. Without lowering the baton, she says, "I came here from far to the north. The Shapers experimented on me, and then I escaped. And something about you... She trails off. "What did they do to you?" She raises the hand that isn't bearing the baton and pulls down the front of her robe slightly. You can see a little bit of the telltale bump left by one of Rawal's control tools. This tool is different from yours though. It glows slightly. "Oh, I have a control tool too." "Then you are a servant of Rawal. It makes me trust you less, not more. I am sure that Rawal would not be forgiving of a servant who ran away. However, I will not slay you, though I take a risk by letting you live. I will let you leave our village. Quickly." That tool, it was glowing. It was an early variety. They wanted to see if it would function, and if it could be implanted without killing the receiver. It was supposed to make me obedient and powerful, an effective and deadly servant. It did both. However, it did not keep me from fleeing. It helped. What powers did it give you? I will not say. Just know that fighting me would be a grave error. I look frail. For quite a few warriors, their last mistake was thinking looks matched reality. Maybe we can remove it. And take away my power? Or kill me? No, I am content where I am. Enough talk. You need to decide whether to leave or die. I have an amulet. She doesn't lower her baton. We will not stop you. The road is nearby. The trinket will not let you enter these ruins. They are ours. I'm not sure what to do. There is obviously a scout in here somewhere, and I am keen to have a look. Now I have a couple of buffs in place. I've still got a few more I'd like to put in, but I think that you will not stop me, Servile. I will go where I choose. So we are fighting then? I am not surprised. She takes aim with her baton. You will soon find that your blades hurt me, but they will never stop me. Okay, that's a little creepy. You have quite a bit of HP. Let's start getting rid of some of these other thugs to begin with. Footracer can do whatever the hell she wants for the time being. At first you think that Footracer is casting a spell. Then you see that something is glowing very brightly through the front of her robe. Then the light fades, and a creation comes into being in front of her. Servile is almost never able to make creations. Footracer has clearly been heavily augmented. It's the Cryower. I stopped making those quite a long time ago. Footracer. Savage Cryower. Ooh, a bit stronger than mine were. Not to matter. I doubt that it will stop me. Bone Pig Thug. Done. And fire damage. Beautiful. Look at that. Magical shield. Okay, let's see if I can stop that magical shield. Although I think I'm going to put my own up for now. Yeah, you're not very strong, you know that. No doubt something's going to happen. If she survives long enough. 2% chance to parry. That's pretty lucky. And she is immortal. Footracer has been heavily damaged and is in great pain. However, her wounds don't seem to be affecting her. She moves as quickly and confidently as she did before. Her wounds seem to be healing over as you watch. This is a powerful and unusual piece of shaping. You wonder how she's able to wield so much power, or if she is drawing energy from somewhere else. Oh, it's one of those battles. I've never actually been a huge fan of these kind of battles. They're interesting, sure, there's a bit of something different going on. But they can be a little bit annoying. It's a hell of a parry you've got there, Footracer. Let's see what we've got down here. There's a couple of guys guarding it. Slowly regenerates, that's fine. Okay, that was probably not the smartest thing I've ever done. I wonder if... yeah, it's probably down here somewhere. There's nothing else up there. Could be something in one of these rooms. But I'll clear this area out. And we'll see what I find. I haven't blocked myself. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's good. Good smell. I have to take these Lifecraft looking people out. Rebel Mage. I wonder if... no, they resist magic. Okay, I will focus on these guys for now. Pretty tough mages, actually. Really need some, what do they call other creations? Rotgroths or something. Some fighting ones. Have to consider that. Oh, that thing, I forgot about that. Okay, let's take these people out. That's you down. And another one there. Gee, she's pumping them out. Let's keep looking down here, see what I can find. Hopefully that'll kill them in one turn, the leftover magic damage, the lingering damage. If not, then I don't know. Oh, come on. That's annoying. Yeah, it can do a lot more damage close up. She's hasted herself. I think I'm going to leave those Cryoa alone for a little while. What we're going to do though is get a group heal. Are they going to die? Let's see if they die. Yes, they did. That's good to know. Okay, you can... Well, I guess you can focus on these two here. It's a level up, that's very good. Oh, I definitely think I'm going to be making some battle creations. It's reached a point where I'm not really able to counter all the types of enemies without them. A new creation, okay. Whose turn is it? One of these guys. I'm going to actually send you down here to start peeking it. That'll be the device there. So if I can take that thing out, hopefully she'll bugger off and won't come back. Ooh, okay, I didn't notice. Please don't die, you're going to die next turn, aren't you? Who is that? Cirrus 4. I wonder if Cirrus will survive. Hope I can get her to survive. Or him. I actually don't know. Cirrus sounds like a girl's name. You keep fighting that thing. Savage Cryoa. Please don't attack. Okay, that's a good thing about having such a low dexterity and going last. It gives me more tactical control to respond to things. Here we go, it's a bit better damage. Whose turn now? You, I think. Yeah, that'll be it there. There is a very odd device on the floor here. It's a crystal cylinder held in an iron framework. The cylinder is full of glowing orange goo. The whole thing is only about 3 feet tall. When you get close to it, the orange goo starts to glow brightly. The control tool in your chest begins to wiggle nervously. This is extremely painful. You back away quickly. Can I operate the device? You look for the controls. You don't see any. Smash it. You pick up a chunk of broken masonry and fling it at the device. It cracks the cylinder. The orange goo swiftly leaks out, making a huge mess on the floor. Okay, I wonder if that has triggered her. Let's see how we go now. Which one are you? This one up here. Done, got that guy down, finally. Mitsu is still shielding for us, doing well covering everything. But now, we should be able to take her out. Not liking your chances right now, Footracer. And this might be the last one, unless you parry it, of course. Done. Footracer's wounds start to wear her down. She waits for a rush of energy to restore her. It doesn't come. Something begins to glow inside the front of her robe. First white, then red. She gasps in agony. No! What? What is happening? It is malfunctioning. How do I... And then her chest explodes. It is horrifying. The remaining pieces of Footracer fall to the ground. Oh, that was horrifying. Ah, okay. Well, we're all done. That was actually quite a bit of fun. Let's see what we can find here. Gold necklace looks good. Healing pod, healing pod. The hell are Sod's dancing pants? 2 quick action, 2 parry. I've currently got his regular pants to help me resist cold, I reckon. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Plus 2 to parry might maybe come in handy. It's probably only a percentage or so. But quick action may hopefully bring me ahead of the other enemies. Nothing in here except javelins. What we got down here? A bit of saltweed, I can sell that. Some of those. More saltweed. Nothing spectacular. Ooh, living tool. Whoa! That was surprising. I had my volume turned up too loud. Let's take these guys out. And then we'll finish exploring and wrap the episode up. Okay, anything down here? Not really. Maybe in this cabinet. Oh, that was not spectacular. And oh, that'll be the scout. It's a bit unfortunate. This woman was a Shaper soldier, probably a scout. The tattered remains of her chitin armour bear small Shaper insignia. The brigands caught her and chained her here. She's been beaten to death, probably during questioning. Remembering what you learned back in town, you look for signs of the golden amulet. You find it in the crack between two stones under the filthy pallet. A scout hid it not long after she was captured. You take it. That was pretty depressing, actually. I was hoping we'd be able to find the actual scout alive, but I suppose I shouldn't have had my hopes up. Whenever they tell you to find an amulet and not the actual missing scout, you can be pretty certain that they're not going to be there any longer. Fuck off. Just never ends, these battles. That's probably the downside to this updated Geneforge engine. Graphics are great and all that stuff, but they can just fit so many enemies on screen at once that it really starts to be a bit annoying. More of a slog than a game of exploration. Alrighty. Done. And what did we get? Got a huge amount of stuff. Anything up here? Okay, let's finish off this little encampment and then call the episode. Yeah, I'll use a living tool. Steel spine, kind of useful. Saltweed, not useful unless I'm making wands, which I don't ever use. Whoa, no, no, no. Okay, let's have a quick look here. Oops. Oh. Can I go without killing myself? Create wing bolts. Brilliant. I wonder what level wing bolt. That's level 2 wing bolt, I assume. This is a Shaper's laboratory journal, abandoned here when the town was sacked. Most of the notes are pretty obscure observations regarding the crafting of crystals. You do find one interesting section. A well-crafted girdle is invaluable to the aspiring Shaper. A garment of power so close to one's centre can provide constant and powerful reinforcement. To this end, a perfected belt can be improved greatly with proper materials. Reinforcing the belt with the skin of an Erdrikon can provide greater confidence when shaping. Unmelting ice, on the other hand, provides calm and stability, helping in the healing arts. Both substances, one after the other, can give a greater effect. Of course, order matters. I have heard there are other compounds components that can augment such a girdle. Too much magic makes the item unstable, however. 2 augmentations of such might are the most one garment can sustain. Oh, I should have recorded that. There we go. I will remember that when we eventually find more Mandrake Tincture. Well, that looks like we have explored this little island down here. So it's time to call this episode to a close. I have been Blxz. This has been Geneforge 5, and we have been purging some peaceful little rebels that were sitting down here minding their own business, as we do. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.